Hey guys, I am back. Hey to my my 5 good friends who watch these videos. I love you. Hey, I was thinking yesterday and I was like, low key, this is giving like okay. I always wanted to be those people. I have a Instagram account where I just post photos and stuff. And not everything is meant online, but like at the end of the day, we can't deny that online spaces are a way to connect with friends, like friends you haven't seen in a while, friends you just like you keep updated with their life and their thoughts. Like I think that's kind of like a little bit beautiful, like and I think beauty based within modernity is not really beautiful often, but this, it's the way. It's the way. Okay, I'm Dia. I literally, okay, I can't lie. I am kicking it with my friend MJ right now, if you know what I mean. Now, here's the thing. That just means that the thoughts are gonna go even quicker. I mean, better. The reason why I'm doing this is because I have work. Oh my gosh, let's get into it. I have work in like 2 hours, 3 hours, I don't know. I think 2 hours. And I know that I'm much more like locked in and ready to get out when I'm like kicking it with MJ or whatever. So this is exactly what I have done. Anyways, okay, so I work at a restaurant. I work at a steakhouse, but I don't know if you're thinking like Fogo de Chao, something like that. No, baby. No, baby. I work at the Big SG Saltgrass, mind you, which I never even had before working here. I lied my ass off in that interview. He's like, so have you ever ate at Saltgrass? I said, oh yes, me and my family go here all the time, knowing that, well, my mom doesn't live with me. My dad's a bum. No, I take that back. I just echoed, my dad's not a bum. His mindset can be of bummy nigga-ish, but he is not the bummy nigga. He's just different. So I'm lying my ass off to the interviewer. Bobby, if you ever see this, you're not gonna see this. I be on this whole like, hey, if you ever see this, they're never gonna see this. And isn't that the best part of it all? No, but Bobby, I really fuck with you. You and Sean are by far like goated. You other ones, you know the name of yourselves. If you ever see this, I don't even gotta say too much. You know exactly what you are. Thank you. Anyways, but I'm lying my ass off. I'm like, yeah, me and my family always go here on special occasions, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, so you're familiar with the blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah. He's like, so what's your favorite menu item? I say, steak. I was like, steak? I love the steak here. He's like, what steak? I'm like, he's like, the porter or whatever the fuck. I'm like, yeah. Yes, my dad loves that one. I was lying my tail off, and then he was like asking stuff about the future, baby. I'm moving in like a month and a half. Guys, it's August. It's fucking August. Lock in, it's August. You know what that means. Virgo seasons are coming up. Right now, we gotta let the Leos pass. Ain't nobody worry about them for real though. Leos, okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm not even that educated on signs. My mom, surprisingly, is very, like, she really is. She had an era where she was into the tarot card reading and the whole shtick of it all and the collecting crystals. She still collects crystals, but back then it was like OD. It was like, girl, okay. All right. I remember. Like, I'm not really educated really that much on signs. Like, I know that, rising, falling, pushing, pulling, like, I see you. I do know something that has been truthfully true every time. Every Leo I have ever met have been beyond self-obsessed in ways that are very Leo-ish. It's always given that I was just like I don't know. Basically, my birthday is here in 28 days and I turned the big 20. I turned the big 20 because the 20s are coming for me. They're coming for me. And this is going to be the birds just flew past. I hope my speaker got that. I went on a beautiful trip in Chile before where I hiked many, many mountains and many, many trails. And literally, I learned so much about birds, guys. It was a little bit crazy. Like, literally, I got to touch it. I got to hold the bird and release it. Then I blew on this little area. You could see like the underneath of the bird and like all like how he's like, you know, it was just like insane. My birthday is coming up and I don't know what to do. I feel like this is my last birthday here before I move and I don't know what to do. Like I know that I want to invite like a lot of my close friends. I usually do that. Like I want it to be intimate with the people I love, but like my friends are the ones that I love. And I feel like I have pretty like different friend groups. However, we are all common in some type of way. So like I feel like all of my friends, even if they don't know each other, they like gel. So I was like, okay, should I do something like that? Should I like go out? There's like half of me where it's like I want to get hurt, and then there's another half of me where it's like you should sit down. I think I said it in the last video, but I'm living with my friends right now because my lease just ended and I moved soon. This is my first time being out in the backyard. They haven't been here in like 2 days because they have business to tend to in their own areas. And hey, not too much because I do too. My business is just very local. It's been really nice, but this backyard is my first time just like exploring back here, and it's this white house in the back, and it's pretty darn creepy. But I have this philosophy in my head where I'm like, I feel like spirits and ghosts and everything, they'll be kind to me if I'm kind to them. And here's my theory. I'll do some research on this one day. But here's my theory. I think when you think of a ghost, when you think of a spirit, when you watch all these horror movies, what do you immediately do when you see a ghost? What do they immediately do when they see ghosts? Oh my gosh, I can't. Oh my gosh, what is this? And then they end up falling in the woods.
Welcome to
like
hell.
all these different things. What if you change your mindset? What if you really decide to go up in that dome and think, maybe this will be my reaction? Hi, I'm here in peace. You were here before me. You do whatever you need. Peacefully, we will live together. You gotta befriend the unseen, okay? Like you can't. I be trying to tell you, like that's been my mindset since day one. So anytime I'm feeling scared or anything, it's like I'm not gonna bother you, so we're not gonna bother each other. So just like you live your life. I have no animosity against you. Yeah, basically all this started because I was talking about my job. My job is very interesting. Like I said, it's just, yeah, there's been a good chunk of stuff since being there. Like I've heard from 2 different of my coworkers, like their drama with other coworkers. And I'm just like, fuck, like, I'm just like, what the hell is going on here? Like somebody bumping somebody and then somebody bumping somebody and then somebody, I said, what? Like, hello? I'm over exaggerating. It's really like 3, not somebody. It's more like somebody. But it's just very interesting. But hey, I've been living my life there. I'm friends with anyone I'd like to think, and it's been nothing but good memories there, okay? Good memories so far. Anyways, so I wanted to come on here today just to talk because Instagram has, like I said, been giving me anxiety, and I don't know if it's something that like I like to post on actually because Instagram gives me anxiety, and it's been like that forever. Like, don't even play. I have the app Opal, not sponsored. Who's sponsoring me? Look me in the eye. Exactly. But Opal is my actual. See, Opal be my mother. BK the ruler is. Wow. This world is beautiful. So like it gives me anxiety, and I'm just like, no, I'm not about to be like posting on Instagram like that. And I think it's because Opal, the app, I have like a 472-day streak. That's how long that I have only been allowed to be on Instagram for 15 to 30 minutes a day. Don't play with me. Do not play with me. But you'd be surprised that 30-minute hits me like a bullet, and I be fiending the other minutes. So it's just like, who's really winning here? Because you're all in my mind. During the school year, I'm locked the fuck in. No way in hell am I going to be scrolling on social media like back to back because I know how that shit affects me. Guys, posture is bad so I can fit in the frame. This is really my torso. I went up, buck up, I went up, buck up, I got to a 32B, yup. So, as I was saying, like, it's just, like, it gives me so much anxiety, but during the school year, I actually, like, I'm locked in, and I'm like, okay, I know I'm gonna, like, frick it up if I'm, like, always on here. So I do have, like, boundaries, I guess, with Instagram, cool, within the school year, but summer, let's just say the devil comes out. Because literally, I will just be like scrolling. And since I'm not like, like, don't get me wrong, at the end of the day, I'm still Gen Z down. Like, obviously, I still get on social media. I'm not talking about like running this shit like the army. We maybe run this shit like I don't know, maybe like just like so addictive. And since I guess I'm not really as used to just being on there, and when I am on there, it would be like through reels and stuff. I wasn't really checking anyone's account for real. So when I actually do have the time this summer where I'm like stalking people and I'm looking at all of this, I'm like, what am I doing? I'm like, actually, this is like sicko behavior. And it starts to make me feel bad because I'm like, dang, everybody's living their life, everybody's having so much fun. Like, girl, do you not see all the freaking blessings and manifestations and corrections and inductions that you have got these past years? If you posted those every moment, someone would be like, oh my gosh, like, I just wish I had everything she had. Like, I just like, whoa, I can't, and I just know. So sometimes I'll get sad on there. Like, I don't really like picture people as their social medias, like, and usually with social medias, I don't follow someone just to follow them. Like, usually it happens in person, like, oh, they want my Instagram, oh, I want their Instagram. But like before that, I was just genuinely talking to you and like judging you from just like what I was getting, or not judging you, but perceiving you from what I was getting. Whereas on freaking Instagram, and I think that's why I'm usually like bold, I would say. Well, we can accredit a lot to that. I think I'm pretty bold, and I just say what's on my mind, obviously with some decorum and some common sense behind that. I think I can do that because I don't have other things clouding my mind, such as like, oh, they look so cool online, blah, blah, blah. Because I think that's what was happening to me this summer. I literally met this girl, gives me her Instagram or whatever. Before I was talking, normally everything was going good. Went home, decided to stalk. I'm like, oh, she may be too cool for me. Like, oh, da-da-da-da-da. Girl, you were not thinking any of that before you saw how she portrayed herself on the internet. Like, I'm sorry, these Instagram aesthetics, they're tea. I like it. I view it as like a little modern like scrapbook, like of your memories, all the archives and things. But like, I just feel like sometimes we can let it get a little too far with how we are wired because of the aesthetics and what like bounds we put on the word aesthetic. Like, does that make sense? I grew up in like the most radical household ever. My mom's a teacher, my dad's I don't know what he's doing, and my brothers, they just had all of their own things all the time. And my mom, she did not play, okay? I love my mom so much. Like, and it's so funny because old Dia, like, I'm going to say like 14-year-old Dia would be like, you what? like, no, I've always loved my mom, but she'd be like, you actually like her? Because like me and my mom were beefing for a good chunk of time. I'm going to say like a good 2.5 years straight. We did not see eye to eye. Like, I would thought at that moment in that time in my life, I was like, oh, it's over. I was like, am I ever going to like, are me and my mom just going to be beefing forever? But then I got older, then she got older, and then we thought, wait, let's just talk this out and apologize to each other. Anyways, get out my business. Get out my business though, right. So I grew up in like super, super radical household. My mom had me reading freaking Toni Morrison at 6. I kid you not, guys. I have the evidence. I have the videos. My freaking mom was making me like, one thing about us, oh, I'm bored, mommy, I'll go play in the dirt. Oh, I'm bored, mommy. Oh, we go into the library. Oh, I'm bored, mommy. Girl, go to bed. It was kind of this routine with my mom where I'm really grateful with the way she raised me. And I just love her so much with my entire heart. I truly do. And my granny, that's my superwoman, because don't even play right now. I love my granny so much. And there was a time where me and my granny were beefing too. Mammy and my granny, we both got hit by a bazooka. We were low-key beefing for a chunk of time too. And then we were like, wait, why you my granny? And she's like, wait, why you my granddaughter? And then we're like, wait, let's hug it out. All this to say, I grew up in this very radical family, so I was very different from like my peers and stuff in school because, first of all, low income, ghetto, hood, ratchet, fiends. List goes on. Like, that described my community growing up. Well, because you know what? Not really to me. And let me explain this really quickly. I think being a child and just like I said, being the way that my mom and my dad raised me and all these different things, I just never thought that like my hometown was like I knew it wasn't the best, okay, but like I wouldn't have called it the hood, just like maybe the ghetto. Like I don't know. I think my mom and everyone, we just moved smooth sailing. And also, you know what? You people online may judge, but actually where I grew up, man, I ain't living here again. Oak Cliff, Dallas, Texas. Well, yes, that'll be my big. That's where I'm from. But like it was such a community there growing up. I mean, I was born in South Dallas, and I was there till like, I don't know, to be honest. I low-key, that was home. Like the community was just so good with all of us. It was like no white people. Like you saw your occasional white person, but it'll be like you know, but like it was a community only of Hispanics and black people. Like I remember my school, we had no white people. And this is not to say like, no white people, I don't know why. This is literally just to say how like, I guess tight it was, and how I guess it didn't have any direct, like, you know, like it was the epitome of a community that's just like together, like, you know. I just had a good time as a child. I made such beautiful friends. Yes, we were broke. Yes, some days we were eating syrup sandwiches and butter noodles, but you know, every time I picked up that spoon of ice water for soup, guys, I'm joking, my mama see this, you can be like, girl, that is not what happened. Okay, no, one thing my mom always did, she made sure we ate, okay? She made sure we ate, so don't even play. Speaking of food, I'll get back to that in a minute. Actually, no, I should finish my thoughts before I do this. What was I saying again? Type of thing. I lived in a community where people not only viewed us being black girls as a monolith, black people in general, but black girls as a monolith, but also black girls internalizing that perceived monolith that other people are placing onto them. But unfortunately in my community, a lot of little black girls, and I don't mean like 5 years old or anything like that, like maybe 10 and like 10 through like 12, and it's like these other like girls, they're internalizing it and they're like, guys, I need some water ASAP, no Rocky. But I'm gonna finish my thoughts before I get that water. But like that they're a monolith and all these different things. And, you know, because of what external factors are being placed onto us, I'm in the backyard and I'm like by fences and stuff. And like, I can literally see this man walking back and forth. Nigga, you are not slick. A monolith. And I was just like, it was really sad because I would see these black little girls like internalize that and become what they want us to be, because it was just like really saddening. And I remember like being, I guess like, because like I said, how I was raised and how my mom was just like a big rejection of that shit. Like, guys, I'm telling y'all, cocoa butter, shea butter, African shea butter, giving Mary J. Blige, talking about some incense in the house, sage in the morning, turkey bacon only, no pork baby. It's giving like my mom, Black Panthers, freaking radicalism, freaking ooh, sustainable, but for whom? Horrible housing up in Dallas. Y'all need to get on because y'all are cool. And I'm coming up in that Zoom. Thank ya. I think because I was raised like that, and my mom did not play that crap with like my brothers and I. Like she made sure that we were kids. So, like she made sure of that. So like growing up, I was perceived as like that weird black girl, like. And it's not like I'm saying I was only perceived that way in, you know, my school, because like, no. Girl, please, we all thought each other was weird and we all thought we were all jealous of each other at one point. Girlhood is so interesting. Girlhood, especially in a ghetto area where you're not ghetto. It's not ghetto. Stop. Like you and a lot of people that act like you came from the same like salary range as your family does. It's really, I think girlhood is skewed. I think it's a little different. Not skewed in a negative way, but I kind of want to talk about that one day because I feel like it's different. It's really different But yeah, I think it was just like I felt like I was being perceived that way. People I didn't know, black people I didn't know. I felt like like Hispanic people, Asian people, it doesn't matter. Like anyone that I didn't know, doesn't matter who it was. I felt like I was somehow betraying who I was supposed to be, which is like this black little ghetto type of girl that is constantly adultified, constantly pressured in this society, even as a girl. Like it's insane. So I just kind of always thought that like I was a little weird because like, you know, I wasn't doing what they expected me to do as a society, they being everyone. Like I did stuff like I said, I was weird. I was a Cartoon Network kid. Blame my oldest brother. I'm talking about Amazing World of Gumball, Clarence. Oh gosh. I was a Cubo kid. Come here. That's mine. That's mine. You know about Cubo? You are by far the balliest ball I ever know. When someone asks, do you know something? You say, yup, ball. When someone be like, hey, you know something? Ball. Like, you know ball if you know what Cubo is. KRA, if you know what KRA is, you got a little bounce. You got a little bounce. Maybe a little dodgeball, not really heavy like a football or a, you know, no, not even dodgeball. Maybe a little bouncy ball. A little bouncy ball if you know what KRA is. Because KRA was good too. That low key, KRA, it was given middle income, like, you know, table, even like low income people, you know about Cubo. What do you know about Zula Patrol? What do you know about Dinosaur Train? What do you know about Pearly? La la la, doo doo doo. Pearly is in the park, magic in the city. What do you know about Babar? What do you know about the Boomafoo? Right, now we got them twins. So, what do you know about these things? Look in the mirror and think to yourself, what do you know about this? And mine's gonna be blank. And that's how you know you don't know ball. Simple. But if you do know it, remember, the ball is ball out there. Do y'all hear that noise? It's like, it's like somebody's about to come get me. I am out here alone with this shed in front of me that looks ominous. But if you do, I'm okay. We're twins, like we said earlier, but this is a little scary outside. Or maybe it's because, stop kicking it with Mary J. I don't know, I felt like I was that weird black girl, and I just felt weird all the time. And I remember, like, I was getting, like, some reels on my, some reels on my Instagram, and I saw, like, a video where it was, like, remember who you are, weird black girl. And I was looking in the comments, and I was just like, this is so nice. Like, seeing that it was, like, this, like, literally this is, like, direct example of, like, black little girls not being this monolith that people put us in. Like, remember who you are, weird, whimsical black girl. Yeah, remember. You acted like Pen 15. I mean, wait, I almost said you acted like Pen 15 from Maya. You acted like Maya from Pen 15. Oh my fuck. You acted like Maya from Pen 15. You acted like Maya from Pen 15. And right now you're thinking, shit, what was wrong? No. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. My Little Pony, watching a little girl, remember who you are. Like, come on. And also, girl that unfortunately got captured by the nasty stereotypes that people placed on her, know who you are too. Know who you are. To the fucking ducking alt black women, remember who you are. Like, we're not a monolith. I actually, okay, and this will be the last part, because why do I low-key gotta get ready for work soon? I really don't want to go, but it's okay, because I'm about to zoom through the shift, running through a track meet. Sounds like that beat. Do y'all remember that challenge? Anyways, so I actually, okay, this is lock-in time, because now I be forgetting, like, let me lock in though, because this is something I'm passionate about. So, summer of 2024, summer of 2025. Summer of 2025. That is when I did my most recent, like, actual research, and it was with UT. UT Austin, and I did like that was my baby. That project was so fulfilling in so many ways. I did a research. Hey, let me know if you want me to link my research paper. But I did research on the adultification of Black little girls and just like how we're expected to be and how that also affects our economic outcomes, which was like, I'm all interested in like, like sustainability, economics, and also just like sociology and how certain things back the way that certain systems are today. And I kind of want to infuse that within just like, I guess, a focus on local communities, because I am from a local community and I know how this shit goes. And just to like help with that in any way just like makes me like feel just so passionate. I'm just like, yes. So I was really interested to see how something so damaging to an entire community where it's continuous, being adultification, that like, how does that contribute to their future economic and educational outcomes? I mean, your whole life, you have these labels placed on you. So I did like this little, like I took from the national survey, and it was basically like Black girls, like they did interviews at elementary schools and middle schools. They each asked them a selection of questions, and some of them would be like, how do you feel like people perceive you? It would be like ugly, pretty, happy, like those, not those, but like have like 3 options like that. And so many of the Black girls, and this is fact, baby, Stata and R, you don't want to know what I went through that summer. I try to tell people. Stata and R, you are the freaking, like, you're evil. And I just like don't know why you do this. Like, you make things harder. You want me to break down things in like the smallest freaking, the most largest way you could like go into a code. And it's like, just do what I said. Like, why are you making this more difficult? Why do you want me to put more information? Just guess. Can you guess? Like, come on. I'm just like, it's so annoying. Anyways, but it was all worth it. It took, guys, no, I'm actually getting like, I'm getting like hella like whiplash from when I was like using Stata and R. And so, Tara, you not slick either. Sometimes you be fucking up too. I know who you are. I know. Me and you had to talk last week. It was just like a really interesting project, especially coming out with those results. I based it on around like 3 main questions, like, do you feel like you're going to make more than XYZ income? What do you think you're going to do in the blah, blah, blah? What is the furthest you think you'll get into education? And I split that by race. And since we're doing salary and all of these other factors into like, when I think of economics, like, this is what I try to tell people when they're like, oh, you're going into local economic development. Are you? Girl, fuck capitalism. Capitalism can capitalize this. Hello? I have written so many, guys, we're going to make another video about that. I have so much to say in so little time, because I know you bitches' attention span is 1 second now, but I have so much to say, and this is going to be the next one. I'm going to talk about capitalism and the intersection of nature, because one of the most topics that I am passionate about, that I can talk 8 years about, and it's really taking everything in me not to continue this video and talk about it, is the turf grass aesthetic. This world, this neighborhood, this neighborhood, that neighborhood. Y'all don't realize what you are going into. HOA, you're a nasty ass fucking, you're racist. You are very racist. Look up HOA history. Look at HOA history. Red light. Then let's get into red light, guys. No, because I'm going to start getting passionate. And I think that I got to save this for the next video. Y'all have my voice cracking and shit. It's because I'm talking too much and my mouth is dry. Anyways, I just wanted to connect. I wanted to connect it to economics. I'm really interested in economic theory and kind of like why we act the way we act, and what are some like methods and direct like things we can do to not only have economic growth in communities, but also simultaneously, y'all see this sweat? But also simultaneously being sustainable and considering the community. Because it's always sustainability, this green planet, but for whom? You bitches probably gonna split it in half and make the Negroes, because But no, I'm just like, I'm not, no, no. So, I did that project and it was very, very just like meaningful to me. And I loved every moment of that research, even the times where I wanted to. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I talked a lot this video. And I also should probably show you guys the shed. Be nice. Be nice. Remember what I said about the spirits. Be nice. That's the shed.